Senator Cynthia Lummis's Digital Asset Market Clarity Act has passed out of committee with bipartisan support, now headed for full vote on the Senate floor. And she joins us now to tell us more. Wyoming Senator Cynthia Lummis. And first of all, before we even start the conversation, the audience needs to know, you've been at this for a long time. You've always found a way to have bipartisan help with this. 2022 with Senator Gillibrand, the Responsible Financial Innovation Act. Again in 2023, again in 2025. You pulled it over the finish line. What's next?
Well, next, we're going to take the bill that we passed in the Senate Banking Committee last week. We're going to combine it with a bill that's already passed the Ag Committee in the Senate, which deals with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission part of this subject. Then we're going to wrap in some language about ethics, as well as make some technical changes to the Genius Act. So then we're going to put it all together and present it on the Senate floor, hopefully sometime this summer.
I read this week that the banks are still sort of trying to put up a fight. They're still trying to trip this thing up before you get it over the finish line.
Yeah. I get that sense too. It's interesting. The community banks are very concerned. The credit unions are embracing it. The credit unions we've spoken to see this as a new asset offering for them, that they can provide a broader array of financial services to their customers. And I think that could be true of the community banks as well, if they would begin to view this as an asset that they can add to their offerings to their customers. So someday you could go into your community bank's ATM and you could transact either in digital US dollars or cash or digital assets that are not denominated in the US dollar. So it just creates this new array of things. I recognize that these new products are a little scary to people who aren't used to the algorithms it took to develop this technology, but it's the future.
Well, it is the future, and I think it's critical that we stay in front of this as well. It's just, to me, it's on equal footing as, for instance, the AI revolution. But there are still a lot of people who are confused about it, about the benefits of crypto. What do you say to those people who are still not quite getting it?
Yeah, Charles, you're absolutely right. And if we don't address this and create a clear regulatory framework for this asset, they're going to go to Dubai. They're going to go to Singapore. Those are jurisdictions that already have regulatory frameworks. They're not as good as ours. They're not as innovative as ours. They don't have as many consumers' protections as the one we've developed. And so it's important that we have those consumer protections, compliance with the Bank Secrecy Act, the Anti-Money Laundering Act, and everything that protects consumers here. But we do it in the United States where we can innovate with this technology right here in America.
I'm sorry to do this to you. 30 seconds, though. I have to ask you about Built Nuclear with local materials. You got Brian Donalds, also Mark Kelly of Arizona. How are you feeling about that making it through?
We're having a hearing on it, and we hope to make sure that materials that are developed here in the U.S., and this would be like concrete in areas that don't require the nuclear hardening, but can be used just as pavement on a nuclear site, can be American-made materials.
Just great stuff. I mean, people don't know. This is amazing. You've been in front of it. Thank you so much. Wyoming Senator Cynthia Lummis. Great stuff. All right, folks.